This article is awfully important too. I'll put it up tonight, and it's simply a repeat study which has been done before on humans before. This is animals this time though. And it says that GM modified feed may harm the reproductive system of animals. And it says Russian scientists have proven the existence of various serious health risks for animals given genetically modified feed. This statement was made recently during a press conference of the National Association for Genetic Security. According to the authors, a number of pathological changes were discovered in the experimental animals that consumed the GM feed. Now, they did the same thing a long time ago with soya and so on. It's GM and so on animals too. A delay in the development and growth was detected, plus a distortion of the sex ratio in breeds with an increase in the proportion of females, reducing the number of pups per litter up to the complete lack in the second and third generation. It has been stated at the conference. That's what they found two previous ones on humans as well. It's the second and third generation you'll see the effects when they become sterile and start producing more females because of more estrogen, and you end up eventually eliminating males altogether. According to the president of NAGS, Alexander Baranov, the main negative impact of GM feed, which was discovered during the investigation, is a ban on reproduction, making it impossible to obtain third-generation animals. For those who wonder why they're all going sterile, this is another attack you've been under, another of the many attacks you've been under, because your big bosses, those who own you, you see, and pretend you've got a democracy, your bosses decided a long time ago, and had world meetings about it, of ways to bring down the population. And sterility, of course, is an obvious way to go. But it's just you can't tell the cattle. That's the people. You can't tell the cattle that you're sterilizing them, obviously. This is real, folks. This doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen by accident. They know exactly what they're doing at the top, because it's agenda. Austerity. They've got you're hearing about some sustainability. And all the cries, oh, there's too many of you, too many of you. That's what they should be saying, you. The people. It's you they're talking about. It's not there are too many of you, because we're all declining, by the way. And very few in the West are having children anymore. Especially the last generation, they don't want children at all. So they know it's going to plummet. They want it to plummet. But it's not plummeting fast enough. So anyway, it says here, there's also confirmed the findings of the European scientists who pointed out the negative impacts on the health of animals from the GM ingredients in feed of animals. We use soybean meal, which is widely used in Russia for fattening livestock. Soy off the line 40-3-2 contained an extracted meal, which is allowed in Russia. It is also used in human food, he added. The statement by the NAG has refueled the hot disputes in Russian society on the use of genetically modified feed in livestock and if they should be allowed. Currently, the Russian parliament is considering the new law on veterinary, and many expertise advise, and in conclusion, of a total ban on the cultivation and use of GM feed in animal farming. So, it's already been done on the humans, and of course it's doing it in the rest of the food chain as well, which humans end up eating anyway. And I'll put up another link, couple links tonight to do on food safety, sites that deal with food safety to show the conflicts of interest of the people who are on the panels of them and so on.